came and went, it didn't happen. Hamas is back to firing rockets. An Israeli ground invasion could begin at any time, and this remains a lopsided conflict. Here is the death toll in Gaza, 196 dead, mostly civilians. There has been one Israeli fatality just confirmed today. Gaza is an area smaller than Detroit, home to about 2 million people who are trapped there and cannot leave. Hamas has launched about 1,000 rockets from Gaza, and while Israel's superior air defenses have intercepted them, upwards of 2/3 of the Israeli population has been forced into shelters over this last week. In a moment, we will go inside a hospital in Gaza, dealing with the dead and the wounded. First, however, to our veteran Middle East correspondent, Martin Fletcher, to start us off from Tel Aviv tonight. Martin, good evening.
Hi, Brian. Good evening. There was a moment of hope today when Israel agreed to a ceasefire this morning and stopped shooting, but Egypt's truce proposal drowned in a storm of Hamas rockets. This was Hamas's answer to the proposal. More rockets at Israeli towns. Israel on edge. And 6 hours later, this was Israel's response. A massive counterattack, tank fire and airstrikes. And Israel's anti-tank rocket system was kept busy by 100 rockets fired by Hamas from Gaza. The shrapnel from one Hamas rocket killed an Israeli, the first since the latest fighting began. He'd gone to Gaza's border to give candy to Israeli troops. And another rocket almost hit this house in Ashdod, in Israel's south. Nobody was hurt. So this is a rare failure of the Israeli anti-rocket system, the Iron Dome, fired by Hamas after Israel accepted the ceasefire this morning. Israel took the Hamas rockets for 6 hours, hoping they would fade out. Instead, they increased. Then Prime Minister Netanyahu said Israel had no choice. He said Hamas will pay the price. He told the army to, quote, expand and intensify their campaign. So everyone's question, will Israel launch a ground invasion of Gaza?
We don't know yet. The Prime Minister said anything that will help Israel achieve its objective, which is a sustained period of quiet for the people of Israel. That's what we want.
In Gaza, they buried another victim, while Hamas explained its decision to keep fighting. We won't stop fighting, Hamas's spokesman said, until they accept all our conditions. Israel and Egypt should open their borders.